Yo, what up, Ricky? How's it
What
going?
up, Jimmy Superfly Snooker?
Hey, it's two birds, one show. Talk about Philly sports and craft beer. I'm DeeTer from breweries&nj.com. It's my buddy Rick T from what's Craft Beer
Craft Beer
Fanatics.
Fanatics.
There you go. Man,
What's going on? What you sipping on?
I'm already started. I had to get the show together, so I started with a beer earlier. I haven't finished it yet. My little timing was off. I went with other half Nelson and Simcoe.
Nice.
Very
Can't
tasty,
go wrong
man.
there.
Yeah, it's my first time having this combination. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I'm almost anything with Nelson. I'm a fan of, man.
Right, you can't
That's
go
a
wrong with
great hop.
Nelson. Right. Yeah, I picked up some Treehouse today.
Nice.
Yesterday I got it because my buddy Al went to up the Treehouse. So
Shout out to Al.
Yeah, Al's awesome, dude.
That's the dude. That's the dude.
Yeah.
I call him the other Al.
So I got one of them for later. So
you got Al and Al.
Yeah, the two Al's.
Al M, Al S.
When they combine it at a craft beer festival, it's
cool
something
shit.
to see. Yeah. So what are you drinking on?
I got
Bissell Brothers.
Bissell Brothers Swish.
Swish. Oh man, that's a top-notch beer from them, man.
Oh yeah.
That's a beautiful looking beer too, man.
Oh, dude, great. It's like fucking pineapple sorbet on the nose. Fucking.
That's a tough to get one too, man. That's all the way up in Maine.
That is one of damn. That's fucking tasty. Damn, that's like I say, in pineapple sorbet on the nose, you get some of that on the taste. Some mango, fucking. There's sweetness to it, almost like some fucking tropical fruit. Smooth as shit for 8%. Dangerous because you could drink that like it's a fucking Coors Light.
I think I've only had that once fresh, man. I had it once; it wasn't so fresh, and one time fresh, and it's pretty damn good beer, man.
Yeah,
it's hard to get because it's up in Maine, man. You have to.
Yeah,
that's like what? Probably like a 7-hour trip.
Probably. Yeah, I've had this a few times, and it's never let me down. I've always been a fan of Bissell Brothers. Shout out to Bissell Brothers. They make stuff like Swish, Nothing Gold. I mean they're killing it up there. I mean,
Yeah. Pineapple.
It smells a little different than Shiner Box, dogs. Hello? Y'all froze up. Hello? Hello? Anybody out there? Well, I guess I'll carry the show till y'all motherfuckers come back on. DeeTer's picture's frozen. Stogg's just sitting there with his comment up, pineapple sorbet on the nose. Are we talking about beer or dessert? We're talking about great level craft IPA. That's fantastic. All right. Well, it's just me right now. I guess there's some technical difficulties going on DeeTer's end.
Yeah, sorry, man. I clicked on the comment and kicked us off or something, man.
Good job, Stoggs. I call that fucking Dallas jinx. That dirty Dallas bad magic.
Yeah, dude. It kicked us right off, man. I was like, what's going on here?
Well, I was sitting there talking the whole time. I thought I was still live. I was like, yeah, well, and I started going this little fucking diatribe.
He's a trooper. That's why, we do this together, man. I couldn't do it without him.
That's it. Yeah, I was just a quick comment to Stoggs. Pineapple sorbet on the nose is a good thing when it comes to like really good double IPAs. I know it doesn't smell like Shiner Bock or like maybe a cider, but it's a fantastic smell. The taste is phenomenal. I mean, when it comes to double IPAs, this is like
That's good, man.
this is like the fucking Eagles of craft beer. It's like the Philadelphia Eagles of craft beer.
Damn. That's some funny stuff, man. Yeah. That's Nelson and Simcoe is doing really good, man. That Nelson, man, is just a nice hop, dude. That's nice bitterness on the back end. You know, when you're drinking a Nelson beer, man, that's a very pungent hop, and that Simcoe, it just rides nice with it, man.
Yeah, Simcoe is a very durable hop. You can use it with a lot of stuff, and it melds well with a lot of stuff.
Oh, man.
And yeah, Nelson's just an all-star hop. That shit is fucking fantastic. That's one of them Southern Pacific hops, that New Zealand or Australia type hop. Yeah. Nelson, I mean, it's fantastic. You get a little bit of that maybe white grape mustiness, a little bit to it.
Right. Yeah. There you go, man. That's a good description to it. I always say, like, you know, garlicky or oniony.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In a good way.
It's got like a musky taste to it.
Yeah.
But yeah. You definitely know when you're drinking a Nelson beer.
You ain't lying.
Well, if you're your first time watching the show, we like to talk about craft beer in the beginning, hit some sports, and then talk about craft beer in the middle again, and then finish off with some sports.
You know, and combine it if you're watching, combine it, comment on anything. You know, we're always up for beer, sports talk all throughout. I mean, we keep it uncensored. You know, we keep it real. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of fake shit on here. We just tell it how it is and what we think, and hopefully everybody likes the show.
Oh man. All right, so this is my first beer on the show because the other one was a pregame beer.
Nice.
This is the Treehouse Super Treat.
Nice. That's a winner.
Yeah, it's got the
you're a super treat. Super treat. She's super treated. Nice.
Yeah, in the case I got that. I got what's it? Jumbo treat or something like that.
Nice.
Very yellow, which is like the green with the pineapple.
Yeah, I've had it. Yep.
Green Machine and
another great one.
Man. Yeah, what's it? Glow Sticks and Luminescence, man. It was a good combination. Yeah, it's all like double IPAs. So I'm looking forward to trying them, man. I think this is the only one I had before, so but first time on the show with it, so see how it goes.
And if any of y'all are watching the show, I know we got millions worldwide watching. If you see me a little bit shivering or it's freezing out my garage, you want to send us some money for me to get a big Eagles coat, feel free. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so you said you were watching a little bit of Flyers, and I was actually looking to talk to you about that. I was doing a little homework too the other day and thinking, well, I know I always tell DeeTer, they should be tanking because of this draft class being so top heavy with really good talent. And you know what? And you were always saying, well, no, maybe they should try to win and sneak in. And I was looking, no, they shouldn't. They suck. And they're right in the middle of the pack, out of the playoffs and out of a good draft pick. They're not even close, to being in the playoffs, and they're not even close to having a top pick. They're right in draft purgatory, right where we didn't want them. I know Tortorella is not going to say, but that doesn't mean anything. Because you beat the good teams. Let me ask you this. Would you rather miss the playoffs and get the 15th pick or miss the playoffs and get a top 3 pick? I'll wait.
I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs, dude. I think they're going to get in. No.
Do you know how many teams are ahead of them?
There's few, but I mean, they're fucking doing okay, man. They weren't doing really bad. Now
they're second team from the bottom in the division. They're not doing okay. They're a terrible team with not enough talent. I know it's hard to hear, but they need talent. And the only way you're going to do that is with really good high draft picks. Connor Bedard, if you get a number 1 pick, will do for your franchise what Eric Lindros in a sense did, or Sid Crosby did for the Penguins, or Connor McDavid did,
I know.
He's a franchise changer. Right now, you're going to keep toiling in the same shit and being a middle of the pack team until it sucks.
The whole team's going to have to dive. The coach is going to have to dive, dude. I mean, that's a hard pill for everybody to swallow. And then as being a Flyers fan, you know what I mean? Like, you really want to go to the games and watch your team lose? I mean, what you're asking is, it's hard, man. I mean,
Listen, I understand, but it's a means to an end. The Sixers did it, right? The Sixers did it, and people are like, the process didn't work. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, because you got Joel Embiid out of it, and you're a 50-win team every year, and you have you're not going to win every year, but you have a chance every year, and that's all you can ask.
You're in the playoffs every year, man. There's no doubt about that.
And let me ask something: how long? People are like, well, the Phillies tanked without saying it. They missed the playoffs for 10 fucking years. So yeah, it happens. You know, you might as well at least make it worthwhile to be losing. If you're going to lose for a reason. Lose to get the number 1 pick. Go get Connor Bedard so we can set this franchise right back on a great path.
Yeah, but I mean, people lose their jobs when they tank, man. Look at Doug Peterson, that one game, man, at the end of the season. He said, yeah, this game doesn't mean shit. So you pretty much tanked the game. And next year, we got rid of him. Remember that?
People should be losing their job in the Flyers organization. Good. You should be losing your job because your organization is a fucking disaster. You're a garbage organization. And no, Doug Peterson lost his job, if you remember. He was brought back and then went back down for a second meeting with Laurie, and he was pissed because he wasn't allowed to hire or keep his own coaching staff that he wanted. And that's why, and eventually said no. So it was kind of a mutual, separation there.
All right. But that loss that we had, man, when he tanked that game, that hurt him pretty good, man.
That was an intentional loss. That had no reason for him losing it. That had nothing to do with it. Nothing. There was. Read so much more into it. There's that had nothing to do with it.
All right.
But hey, whatever.
A lot of people are pissed off, man. But yeah, the organization, whatever. Yeah, to me, it looked like it was a scapegoat. That's why I got out of it. But maybe I'm wrong.
Doug. Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, to a point, you're right. He was a scapegoat. I just think, I think he had differences in philosophy. I think he wanted control over the coaches and the staff he had and the players, a hand in the players being brought in. And I don't think Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman were willing to do that. And I think it was, they'll never say it, but I think it was a mutual kind of thing. I think Doug also kind of said, well, fuck you then. I won you a fucking Super Bowl and you're not going to give me that power. And he was, he was right.
And, he said he was happy he had the year off to spend with his brother, because I think his brother was going through some
God
cancer
bless him, man.
So,
God bless.
I now look at him with Jacksonville. He's doing really well. So, did well. Yeah.
Word up. Where'd Stoggs go? Stoggs, what are you drinking? If you're still out there, what are you drinking?
He's been commenting a lot. I'm just scared to click on him so I don't get kicked off again.
I was watching Stoggs and Trey's show yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I so bad wanted to comment, but I didn't. That's their show. I didn't want to, I didn't want to rub any salt in the wounds.
Yeah, I normally try to catch it. I didn't catch this week. They had one this week because I thought they wouldn't have
yesterday. I thought it was live. I was watching something yesterday from them.
How do you talk about the Cowboys after they lose a game, dude? That's gotta be pretty rough, right? Like, not much to talk about. This season's over. I seen an awesome meme today, dude. It was like a bunch of people lined up in front of Walmart, and it said like Cowboys fans picking up their new TVs.
Oh man. Oh,
hell yeah. Okay, so you did have one. All right.
Yeah, I watched Stoggs. I saw you and Trey on there.
That's very, very brave of you guys. Very brave. Wow. Okay.
Do you guys talk anything besides Cowboys? Do you talk like Dallas Stars and the Mavericks and shit down there like we do up here in Philly, or are you guys just like a one-trick pony?
Trey usually talks about we did talk about like a lot of college football and stuff like that, but
that's cool.
I don't think they get into it like we do because they're all over the place. Yeah, I mean, Stoggs is a New Jersey Devils fan, and Trey's Lakers fan, and
oh my gosh,
yeah, dude, they're all over the place.
Well, all right. So, anywho, enough giving out other. I never want to give Dallas too much airtime on this show because they're a garbage organization.
Let's give shout out to them.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Trey Stoggs, but fuck Dallas. Fuck you, Dallas. It'll always be that way. That'll never change. You're a garbage organization, and we fucking loathe you. Not Stoggs and Trey. We love you guys, but fuck your team and Jerry Jones, that fucking Mr. Burns character that he is. But no, anyway, back to Philly sports. Did you watch that fucking epic game last night between the 76ers and the fucking Brooklyn Nuts?
Yeah,
that was a great game. That was a great game.
And
Joel Embiid got so far into Ben Simmons' shit.
Oh, Simmons wasn't doing shit, dude.
He's a punk, dude. He's a punk. I'm glad he's out of Philly. See you, dude. I'm glad you're gone, dude. You don't have the heart to win and be here in Philly.
The most like he was doing was like sitting underneath the net, not doing a damn thing. I was like, what is this? I'm so happy he's freaking gone, man.
No, I mean, I got to send a shout out to my boy Paul too. Paul, when you watch this, I know Ben, you're a big Ben Simmons guy. So
oh my god,
my Paul EC and Ben Simmons, but just saying, it's his favorite player ever. But anyway, the Sixers went in there, took care of business. Listen, I'll say that, and the Nets are a top 4 team in the East, and they should be. I think when the Final 4 in the East comes down, it's going to be Philly and Brooklyn and Boston and Milwaukee. That's your 4 best teams in the East, however you want to cut it. But last night, the Sixers showed up and showed out.
Well, Jimmy Harden's doing pretty good, man.
He is. I'm not even going to call him Jimmy anymore. I'm going to call him James Harden, man. The guy's playing good ball. He's facilitating, man. He's making the guys around him better, and that's all I could have asked. And James Harden, you're winning me over, kid. Oh, so
Doc Rivers. I don't know. Simmons has always been jacked up. I don't know.
I think Simmons is just a head case.
Yeah, man. He was messed up with what was it, Brown? That was the coach.
Yeah. Well, you're talking about an entitled little brat, a prick of a person that probably his whole life has been told, Ben, you can do no wrong. Ben, whatever you want, you would. And they coddled him. And this is what you get. You get a bitch of a dude that fucking wants everything his way, or he pouts and takes his ball and goes home. And listen, we're glad you're gone, Ben. I know you're watching Ben Simmons. We're glad you're gone. You're a punk dude, and you don't have the heart to be here in Philly. It takes a tough player to play here. So I know Philly gets a bad name and everybody beats us up, but guess what? You play here in Philly, you're one of the tough ones. This ain't no fucking pussycat town.
Yeah, and like, dude, every playoff time, man, he just shit the bed. He just couldn't hang. And that last time he was playing in the playoffs with us, they were intentionally fouling him because he couldn't make the shot at the 3-throw line, man. Do
you remember I was with you at the bar when we were watching that game? I remember that clearly. I was like
awful. It was so awful, man. It was so awful. We were the only ones there yelling and screaming because we couldn't believe what was going on. It's just shocking. It was shocking.
Oh
man.
You know what? Those days are gone, though. He's not our problem anymore. I'm glad you're gone, Ben Simmons.
Yeah. And after the yesterday, I'm so happy he's gone, dude. Yeah, we don't need him. We're good.
We're better off without him. It's addition by subtraction. Right. You know what I mean? He's a bad teammate, and he's a coward, and fuck you. We're all glad you're gone, Ben. There's nobody here that misses you, and there'll be nobody here that does miss you. So you quit on us. You demanded your way out of here. You gave us a big fuck you. Now we're giving it back. Get out, stay gone. Don't ever come back, and we don't want nothing to do with you.
Well, I sent out the link to my buddy Lee Carmichael. He's trying to get on. I think he asked me if he could use his phone. I said, yeah, you can use your phone. So we'll see if he gets on.
I use mine.
Yeah. But he's always great to us. He always lets us put the show on his sports group.
Yeah, I follow his site.
Yeah.
Shout out to him and to his pop, one of the greatest Eagles of all time. You know what I mean?
Harold's awesome dude, man.
Word up.
Hall of Famer, man. Awesome.
Yeah. He's one of the great ones.
Yeah, Lee puts up pictures of all the games, man. It's so cool to see like him and his family down on the field with all the Eagles players and everything. Yeah, it's neat. Because when he coached his, Lee, when I was in school with Lee, at Gloucester Catholic, and it was neat to see him like sit there and help out our receivers coach. And then game day on the Eagles, he was on the line, like there. Oh, and there he is. Awesome. Here we go.
What's going on, fellas?
Yep.
Lee? How's it going, man?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. Oh, I love the background there, man.
Oh, yeah, man. There it is. Our alma mater.
Welsh Catholic Red.
What's going on?
Deptford Township represent, man.
Oh, there you go. Spartan. Okay. That's what's up. What's going on?
Well, just talking about basketball right now, little Sixers, about the game last night. What you think about it? Did you watch any of it?
I didn't see it last night. Who'd they play?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, man. Simmons.
Oh, that's right. I heard.
First time Embiid and Simmons were ever on the court together against each other.
What do you have, about 2 points?
He didn't have a great game. I think he finished with 12, but it was a quiet 12. And Embiid dominated him, was in his shit all night. They put Ben on Embiid to guard him down the post. And Embiid just ragdolled him all over the post.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
That's what I expected. That's what I was hoping to see.
That's cool.
It was a thing of beauty.
But yeah, Embiid had a good game, and then Harden had a pretty good game too, man.
Yeah, Embiid I think had 27 and 12. Harden I think had I want to say 21 and 7 dimes. Maxey had a really nice game. I think he had 26. Dished about 5. Provided that spark that the Sixers need. In a weird way, I love that Maxey's coming off the bench because it gives you that spark.
Oh yeah, man. Maxey had 27 points, man. He did real good.
He's a beast.
A nice game. Some huge threes.
Yeah, he brings a different type of energy when he gets on the court.
Amen.
And he's just awesome for Philadelphia too, man. He was at the Phillies game. He was at the Union game this year, man. And every time he's at other sports, and everybody loves to see him there, Yeah. Great personality.
He gets it.
He definitely does get it, and he's one of those type players that just you could tell he's just having fun out there. It's not about the money. It's not about the flashiness. It's just him out there having fun playing ball.
Truth.
You guys ready for the game Sunday?
Can't wait. I'm fucking beside myself. I'm chomping at the bit. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I know.
After seeing that Giants game, man, and seeing how well we did, it was awesome. You know what I mean?
What's each of your thoughts on a quick diagnosis of each of your thoughts on how Sunday's going to play out, or what you need to see happen for it to play out the way you want?
They got to play the same way they played this past weekend. They were mid-season form. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was. But they came out, the offense, the defense. Hurts was on fire. The defense was on fire. I say the highlight for me probably was Hassan Reddick. He was on a different level. He was bull rushing, coming off the edge. It was crazy. It was fun to watch him play. He put a spark under the defense that they needed. And it was, Graham coming off the edge, they were relentless.
It was neat to see, man, coming off the bye with all that energy. There was a lot of pick up and go, and it was neat to see Boston Scott, man. Boston Scott just destroys the Giants.
The Giant killer.
Love that dude, man.
Yeah.
Such a small dude. He packs a punch, man.
Yeah.
Built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he definitely
Seriously.
But, 49ers, man. They got awesome defense, and that young quarterback Purdy, man. It's going to be a tough match. I don't know, man.
The difference is he's coming into a hostile environment. He's not ready for this. He's got to have ice running through his veins. You know what I mean? Ice water, and you just can't come into the stadium and think you're going to ball like that. Good luck.
I'm going to piggyback on your point, Lee. I think where I'm at with this game and what I need to see and what I think I'm going to see is Brock Purdy, like you said, there's a couple things that are about to hit you like a cold slap in the face. Listen, you're about to face the best pass rush you've seen all year. Not the Eagles this defense just didn't break the Eagles sack record. They were 2 sacks away from the all-time record. Mm-hmm. This is the legendary defense. We're going to look 20 years from now and say, holy shit, do you remember that defense? And it's going to be a lot of the reason why this team succeeds, because their pass rush with 4 linemen, there's no need to blitz with this, right? So you're rushing 4 and getting a dominant pass rush, which is covering everything. Mm-hmm. You have 2 Pro Bowl level linebackers along with 2 stud cornerbacks. Finally, and then add C.J. Gardner-Johnson back down to nickel. And I think you have Avonte Maddox. Brock Purdy's not prepared for what's about to hit him. Sunday at the Link at 3:00, that place is going to be like a fucking bouncy house. It's going to be electric. You think the Phillies World Series was something else? Wait till you see the Link on Sunday. And secondly, when Brock Purdy sees this pass rush, kid, you're going to be seeing a lot of ground all day.
Yeah. On his butt, on his back.
The stadium this last week was nuts, dude. They were buying tickets to
the Wings
lacrosse game or something.
Yeah. I think they were selling them for $14, and people were eating them up. Just to get
man. So, oh my god, dude! Just a drink all day before the game, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Philly fans don't fuck around, man. When it comes to drinking and football, that's 2 things that's in our wheelhouse.
No, I saw people were standing outside of Xfinity Live for like 6-7 hours. When I went to the game, and when we were pulling up, there was a line probably almost all the way to Broad Street.
Damn.
I'm like, the game's starting in about an hour and a half. I'm like, are these people even going to get in? Like, they were just standing there. It didn't look like the line was moving. It was crazy. I'd never seen anything like that. This year is special, though.
It's so special.
I've been going to games probably my whole life, and the first time that I knew this team was special was the Dallas game. I was stuck in traffic for over 2 hours, and I was right in front of the stadium. I had never seen, there was no other game going on, and it was just that much excitement and that many people down there. And that's when I was like, man, this is different. This is bigger than 2017. Like this team they're young and they're fun.
And they're hungry.
I've been saying, I mean, I'm the 2017
just the records they've been breaking this year, man. It's been nuts.
It's crazy.
I know it's extra game, you know what I mean? So maybe that might help with the more stats, but this team's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
It just and the depth of all the positions and everything helps out so much too.
Well, and they can beat you in so many different ways, not just offensively, but defensively too. Like, you can run the RPOs or Jalen will beat you with his arm. He's proven it all year. He's no longer a running quarterback. He's a really good quarterback that can run, almost akin to say, an Aaron Rodgers in the heyday. But listen, defensively, just let's say you got like TJ Edwards, Kaiser White, and your linebackers, and then you got Hassan Reddick rushing off the edge as a stand-up linebacker to go along, with Brandon Graham, BG, fucking Fletcher. You got fucking Hassan
Davis,
Hargrave, who 11 sacks for a D tackle.
I mean, it's so deep. It's crazy.
And then you're going to add Robert Quinn this week to your rotation. That's just an extra bullet in the gun.
And don't forget about Sue and Linval Joseph. They've contributed a lot.
And Graham, man, coming off an injury last year, man, he
should be comeback player of the year.
He should be. Should be, definitely. It's exciting. It's going to be crazy.
I'm so pumped.
Yeah. It was exciting last week, but this is different. I mean, it's one game and we're back in the dance. It's that feeling again. That 17 feeling was crazy.
I'm with you, dude. I feel it again, dude. Anybody that's willing to listen. I mean, I work in a sports bar, and that's what we do. We talk sports all day, and I can feel it. Everybody, you got almost like this year with the Phillies. Like you get that feeling when you're like, we can win a championship. Like we're good enough to win. Now we just got to go out and do it. And I feel it with this Eagles team. Like everybody's like, San Fran is just. I get it. San Fran's a really good team. It's the 2 best teams in the NFC, but I see a laser-focused, hungry Eagles team they're not going to be stopped. There's nothing short of a championship. Jalen Hurts is the ultimate leader. The guy's a fucking superstar He's the Michael Jordan of fucking the NFL right now, and this kid's got one. He's got one goal. He don't care about MVPs and
They were saying that on the sports radio yesterday. It's that Michael Jordan.
That's funny.
Yeah. Listen, Michael had to win his first one before he won his sixth one. You know.
Yeah, the kid's awesome, man.
And he is.
It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out because Purdy's been playing really good. And then who are we going to go against?
To an end on Sunday.
Who are we going to go against on the AFC, man? You know what I mean? They're both
I think
quarterbacks. Yeah.
Cincy owns fucking KC.
Yeah.
Really? Last 4.
I think Cincy might win too, especially because what's his name? Mahomes is hurt. He's dead.
My ankle sprain's no joke.
Yeah.
Crap.
He was hopping
that's right.
around
Yeah. That's right. He was hopping around.
I was shocked he came back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. They're forcing him back. They forced him back.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
But Travis Kelce, man, that dude is just no joke, man. He pulls it out of the sky at anytime, man. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's probably top 3. I would say him, Kittle, and Dallas is nasty.
Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, man.
Dallas Goedert's only getting better.
He's a beast. Yeah, he is.
That first touchdown he had, man, he just bull rushed through that stuff, man. He's a big dude.
How about that one-handed, left-handed catch? That was fucking circus material.
Yeah, it was.
Amazing.
I remember when we first drafted him, he was on like the unicycle bike. They had a picture of him like in some like festival or something. But big dude and very talented, man.
Yep. Yeah.
And he's going to be a big part as to why this Eagles team, I don't want to say it does the thing because they're going to. I just don't want to say it out loud because I'm weird and I got fucking superstitions.
I feel confident too. I do. I definitely do.
Nice.
They just, if they can play like they did last week, then we should be all right.
Yeah,
it'll probably be a little bit closer, but I think we should be able to pull it out. Hopefully.
I agree. I think if they play like they played last week, I don't think there's a team in this league left right now that can stop this locomotive. I'm serious. I mean, when they can beat you every single way. Yeah. You know, however, you're like, okay, we're going to take – they're like, the Niners have a great run defense. We're going to take away your run. Okay, and I know that's going to be your game plan. You're going to try to, bring an extra guy in the box. You're going to stop our run game early. But the Eagles turn around and they'll beat you with their arm because Jalen Hurts is fucking beautiful passing this year. What's he completing 68.5% of his passes this year? I mean, go ahead, stop our run, and we'll beat you that way. And then Jalen will take off on you.
The weapons he has, man, it's insane. You know what I mean? Like, you have AJ Brown,
which I heard he's banged up this week.
Devontae.
I just saw that he's a little bit banged up. AJ?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just saw that a couple hours ago.
He's playing though.
Oh, yeah, he's playing, but he's a little banged up.
I saw everybody for the first time in however long the entire team practice. Looks like Avonte Maddox is going to play. Yeah. People don't realize how integral he is on the defense. I mean, Avonte Maddox being able to be in the lineup is huge. Now you can run with him and CJ Gardner-Johnson out there. Mm-hmm. And just use Reed, rotate him, Reed Blankenship, as more as a fucking Reed guy.
Crazy. That dude does not care about his body. He just throws himself around like a missile. Yeah. He's one of those type players that just doesn't care. He'll fly in from 20 yards out and try to take you out.
Word up.
Buddy Stoggs. He's always commenting on. Do you have any fears this weekend? Yeah.
There are fears. Their offense it's dangerous.
It's the 2 best teams in NFC. It's of course. This is a fist fight in the phone booth, man.
On offense.
Yeah.
CMC is a beast. You got Debo that's ridiculous. It's all going to be on Purdy. It's
McCaffrey's also running back. And then on defense, you have Bosa, man. That dude's a fucking monster.
That there is going to be a matchup. Him going against Lane, that's going to be something to watch.
No doubt. Two of the maybe the two best in the league.
Yeah.
You know, Bosa led the league in sacks, and Lane was the best tackle in the league.
Yeah.
That's Rocky and Apollo, and
it's going to be crazy.
And you know what too? I got to give San Fran. I don't want to just talk shit too, because I got to give San Fran a ton of credit. They're a great team, and Shanahan is a fucking excellent coach. That guy uses more motion and diversion. I mean, don't get mixed up when you say, because you get in his spider web, you're dead. And better, and another thing too, because the way they run their offense, a lot of slants, you know, between the hashes, open field tackle, because a lot of they're not all about going deep. You'll see it once in a while, but they're going to make you miss. They're going to run a ton of motion, confuse you, make you miss. You know, and turn what should be a 2-yard play into a 12-yard play. Yeah. You know, so Shanahan is a great offensive fucking mind.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I'm going to hop off. I got to put my daughter to bed. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
What's Matt doing?
Matt, did you freeze up again? He froze up again. He did that when somebody comments.
I'll wait.
Dude, DeeTer. All right, Lee. If you got to go, I'm going to sit here and talk Eagles anyway, because I'll talk to myself. I do all the time when it comes to Eagles.
What is he on a laptop?
Yeah, sometimes when he hits a comment to, like, if somebody comments from the outside, if he hits it freezes up. He'll be back. Just a matter of when. But
are you going to the game?
I think,
You going to the game?
No. I wish I got 2 little ones, man. All my money goes to them. My days of being able to afford tickets, or at least for now, a little bit. You know,
when you have kids, it's tough, man. It takes the whole day up.
Well, not only that too, they'll probably hunker down with Dad on the couch, and just fucking.
You can't beat that.
Yell at the TV.
That's the best right there, family.
It is. I mean, that's worth its weight in gold.
Yes, sir. All right, fellas. Matt, thank you for having me on.
Oh, awesome time, Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee.
Buddy.
You too, man. You too. Appreciate it.
I follow your site on Facebook. It's a cool site.
Thank you. Glad you guys are a part of it. And make sure you post this on there, Matt.
I will. Thank you.
Right. Thank you,
guys.
Go
Good night.
Birds.
Go Birds.
Guys. All right, see you.
Yay! Finally got Lee on. Yes. Awesome,
fucking
dude,
cool dude, man.
Oh, glad. Yeah, glad you got us guys along pretty good, man. That's awesome, man. Anytime talk sports, man, just hanging out, having a good time. Always a good time, man.
So it froze up again? Did you hit on another comment again or something?
I did about the whole fear thing, man, but that was it, man.
I was like, and Lee said to me, he's like, DeeTer, what are you doing? I'm looking, I'm like, he's frozen.
Oh, shit.
So not much to talk about. I mean, we talked about Flyers, Sixers, Eagles. I mean, Phillies front, there's not a whole lot going on right now. Speaking of Phillies, I'm going to send it. I only bring it up my boy Paul. He's a huge Rhys Hoskins fan. And he's saying, I know Rhys is in the last year of his deal, and he struggles sometimes at first base with the glove, but not always. But he gives you really good offensive numbers. Where do you stand with Rhys Hoskins?
Awesome guy. Yeah, great personality in the clubhouse. And he's one of the young guys that came up through the system.
Yeah.
But it's tough, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, this year he's been better at the first baseman, but he still gives up a lot of errors. And
but he gets a ton of offense.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of you got to give one, to get one, because Ryan Howard wasn't that great,
right?
Of a defensive first baseman. He was good, but not great.
And I think Rhys, you give him a little bit more time, I think he will be better at first base. But his hitting, it comes and goes, man. It's not.
Well, he's
not
streaky.
Consistent. Yeah,
he's very streaky.
And I get that. I mean, it's it happens a lot on the Phillies. I mean, I wouldn't say anybody's really consistent.
And some guys are just so streaky. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, okay, well, he just started getting really hot. I know he's going to be really hot for another week, 10 days, right? But then the same thing is like, you'll start saying, okay, the game he was like 0 for 4. You're like, okay, he's going to be really shitty for fucking 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. It's a tough call, man. Like,
I like Hoskins, though. I'm a fan. I know Paulie's a huge fan. Shout out Paulie C. I know you're a Hoskins fan. I don't think they're going to re-sign him after this year, but
I mean, I like the guy, man. We keep him. We keep him.
Good teammate.
If we keep him, we keep him. If we have to let him go, we have to let him go.
They probably will. I mean, he's as much as he's going to end up getting like 20 $million a year. You know what I mean? The Phillies aren't going to, not with all who they're paying already.
Right. They got a lot of talent already, man.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to keep him just for his bats, and it ain't definitely for his glove, dude. So I mean, what can you do, man? Well, I'm sure you can put somebody else on first and it'd be just the same or better. So,
well, speaking of which, what do we got? 28 days till pitchers and catchers report. Woo!
I seen it was like
I can't wait.
60 days till the first game or something.
That's the first game, but
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I did listen, and I think we are in a supercell of Philadelphia sports right now, where we're finally getting a good wave. Because listen, we have dealt with so much shit and garbage sports wise for so often that I think we're in a supercell right now where all the teams are getting really good, except for the Flyers, and I think they're going to be really good for a good amount of time.
I still don't believe in the Flyers, diving.
I said the Flyers. Yeah, the Flyers fucking suck. Chuck Fletcher's a fucking clown.
There's a lot of season left, man. With like 40 games in, dude. That's like nothing, dude. The season.
What is it?
Long season.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't think they have enough talent. I don't want them to lose. I love watching my Flyers win. You know me. I am a huge Flyers fan. This hurts me. But I also know that they're good, but they're not great. And what I'm afraid of is there'll be this kind of, we'll win 3 and then we'll lose 2. Then we'll win 5 and lose 4. So it's like, that's what you become for like 4 or 5, 6 years, because you stay in that middle mediocre level where you're drafting 15 or 16 out of 32, and you're just getting these average players for the most part, and they don't draft very well as it is. So it's like you can't count on them and be like, well, they're super great at the draft. They get fine steals. They don't. They suck drafting.
I feel like there are a lot of young guys, a lot of talent, and
there's not. But there's not though. Who? I mean, they just. Who's the young guys?
Frost. I mean,
these guys are super average, mediocre, to almost subpar, though. I mean, listen.
You're tough, dude.
They're average at best. Dude. They're average. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry to the hockey world. I know everybody's watching. I know whole NHL East Coast watching, but I'm going to say this. They're not good enough to do anything, so they need to be bad enough so they can do something. And that means getting a superstar level talent. And they're not going to do that at 14, 15, 16 in the draft. They're just not. And they're not acute enough in their drafting prowess to find the steals. And their MO has proved that. I'm not saying that because I'm trying to be a dick, but it is. They have drafted like shit. I mean, for goodness sakes, really? Who's your best draft pick in the last 8 years? Who do you think?
I know what you're saying, dude. I just want to say I didn't get a chance to talk about Super Treat because we were talking about sports a good amount.
Nice.
I just want to say it was a nice
beer, sir. Build. Well played.
You know what I mean? Like the hops, you were kind of like taken back on this one. It wasn't really a hop blast. You got a lot of like the grain and the sweetness out of the grain, man. I guess that's why I call it Super Treat, man. It is fucking.
I'll give you this credit, DeeTer. You know your beers, sir. You do know your beers, and listen, I love you, kid. You know your fucking beers. And listen, we're beer nerds. There's not a lot of us. Sometimes I sit and try and get deep on beer, and I work in a bar, and I see them, their eyes glaze over, and they're looking at me. I'm like, I'm going nuts about the Nelson hop or the Vic Secret hop, and they're like, the fuck is wrong with this guy? Can I just get a Blue Moon? And I'm like, they're like, what should I try? I'm like, get the Icarus. Shout out to Icarus. First Leap. They got the Nelson hop. It's dank. It's grassy. I'm like, it's fucking full body. The nose is pungent. Nice. What do you got?
Yeah. This is an Icarus.
Nice.
128.
Well played, sir.
This is what in the beer world we called a what's that?
A whale?
Quippa? A QIPA?
Oh, quadruple IPA.
Yeah.
You
Quippa.
dirty sailor, you.
Yeah, this guy's 12.5. So yeah, this is going to be a nice.
You're gonna be barking at the moon tonight, sir.
Well, like I said, my timing was all off because I was like trying to set stuff up, and then I was drinking the other half, but man, I couldn't chug down the other half before the show started.
What was that, 8.2?
Yes, I had half of that left, and then the super treat just went down so well. So now,
listen, DeeTer, when it comes to beer, kid, I love you. Don't ever be sorry about it, dude. Talking beer is a good thing. I love talking beer with you, kid.
I always try to get a Jersey beer on this show.
I know you do.
Being from breweriesanNJ.com.
Shout out breweriesanNJ.com, boy.
I always try to promote the Jersey beers.
Word up, cuz.
It's very hard.
DeeTer does a great job. His site is fucking on point. breweriesanNewJersey.com. Check it out.
And it's very hard when you get a half case of a Treehouse delivered to you, dude. Let me sneak one Jersey beer in there.
That's see over there teasing yourself. You got all that fucking good Treehouse over there. You're like, oh, I'm supporting Jersey. But you see what my issue is now? You're always like, every week, you're like, there you go, drinking a Massachusetts beer. I'm like, I know, but I got to drink it before it gets home.
I was like, oh, this week I'm RicT. Oh, man, look at this.
Yo, DeeTer, I laugh every time I rewatch it. You're like, oh, another Treehouse. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Shocker.
Good, man. Good.
God bless you, kid.
Oh, my God. Dude, did you hear? I think Other Half is doing a collaboration with Troon and Fidens.
Yeah, but that's their Freak Week, right? That's coming up this weekend,
yeah,
isn't it?
Freak Week.
Yeah, I know. Yes, crazy. Of course. I've been trying to get my hands on it. You kidding me? That's the holy. Hey, if you're a craft beer drinker or you're just getting in and you're already in, that's the Holy Grail IPA right there. Other Half, Troon, and Fidens. You kidding me?
And
that's
how cool
like Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Thor all join in to fist fight in a fucking 3-man tag team match. In the WWE.
Well, Freak Week is when they take the one recipe, right? And every brewery brews it or something.
I think so, or manipulates the recipe on their style.
Oh man, dude. Could you imagine how good that's going to be?
Dude, are you kidding me? I'm trying so hard to find it and get a mule or something.
Well, Al's going, of course, this weekend there, and he said he loves the other half in Philly. He said it's like one of the nicest places he ever been to, man.
I've heard.
It's like all electronically, like you just order it off your phone or whatever, some weird stuff. He said the system that they have there is awesome.
I bet it is, dude. Are you kidding me? They're one of the big wigs. You know, they're one of the home run hitters in the craft beer game. IPA game. Their whole portfolio is solid. Even their stout game's on point.
What, dude? Other Half's always doing like collaborations with
everything.
Fidens now, True.
They are superstars of the craft beer world.
Right. They're just busy. So yeah, this is
word up. Cheers, sir. But chink. What is that?
That's the 128 pack crayons.
Oh, nice. Oh, you're gonna be fucked up, kid. What's that? 12.5% double quadruple IPA. Shh. DeeTer, you're a lot of things, boy, but you're a brave drinker, sir. I'll see you, kid. I'll follow you on there. You're a brave drinker. This kid is the Mike Tyson of fucking drinkers.
Man. That is the best beer.
Better than the Treehouse?
Yeah, man. Icarus does it right, dude. This is
Amarillo, sir. Not Columbus. That Icarus does it right, but I'm saying better than the Treehouse. Yeah.
Check this out. Incognito, El Dorado, and then dry hop with lupulin Mosaic, lupulin Amarillo, lupulin Azaka. Oh my god, this thing's packed.
Yeah.
It's
Let me ask you something. Because I do respect your beer opinion, and I'm not saying this out of disrespect to anybody else. I don't respect a ton of beer opinions because I know I've done my homework, but I respect DeeTer's. Let me ask you, what's your thoughts on Eldorado hops?
Okay. At first, I was a little put off of it because it does have like that I don't know, kind of like a dark fruit or like sour fruit taste to it. But when done right, it's amazing. Like if you like, who do you got there?
Sorry, I just sent a shout out to Timber Ales, surrounded by silence. Dude, Timber Ales shout out is one of the best new breweries on the market. Yeah. Can't believe I can get in liquor stores because guess what? I know my shit when it comes to IPAs. Timber Ales is some of the best IPAs you will find. People are like, oh, well, it's Timber Ales. It's not as good as Troon or Trio. It is. It is. I can't believe I get it in liquor stores. I'm so lucky.
Their stouts are phenomenal, too. That lumberjack stout. Oh, my God. Their stouts banging, dude. But Eldorado, the first time I had it really done well, I said is Wellworks. Wellworks did it really good. And like
I know what beer you're talking about.
Yeah, man. It took me a while to get to it, to really like it, but this is fucking phenomenal.
You're right. You know what? You do make a good point. I was not the biggest Eldorado fan, but when Wellworks did it, they did it well. You know who I'd like to see do Eldorado in a single hop focused beer is fucking Abomination Wandering in the Fog. You know that series they do? Triple dry hop. Dude, and they accentuate each hop they do so beautifully well. Shout out to Josh and the crew over at Abomination. When they do that Wandering in the Fog series, they take a hop, they pull it away from the fucking pack, like a wolf taking down a bison, and they accentuate the fucking shit out of that hop and showed me, hey, I want to try this beer because now I'm going to know what an Amarillo hop really tastes like, or an Eldorado, or a Citra, or whatever you want to say.
And that's how Wellworks used to do it. They used to do like Juicy Bits, Alpha Bits, and they would do each one with the hop, man. It was pretty cool. And like when you're starting off like in the beer world, like to learn different hops, that's the way to go.
It's huge.
Man. Like,
it's huge. It's like being a sommelier with wine.
Right. If you want to brew a good beer, that's what you gotta do, man. You gotta try out each hop to see the profile of that hop, man. So I mean, it's when you guys, if you're new to the game or you're someone just watching the show for sports, I know we have millions of viewers, but listen, you earn this when you're a craft beer drinker. If you see a dude with a fucking goatee or a fucking beard and a warm hat and a beer belly, that dude put his time in trying different hops. That's like me and DeeTer, dude. You know what I mean? That's what you do. Putting in the homework. Good. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, I can't wait to dive in.
That's a fucking fantastic beer. I think there's some Simcoe in this motherfucker.
Yeah. I have to be like, very I don't know, sparingly drinking the Treehouse because I know it's my brother's favorite, and it's so hard to get. So I have to drink a couple with him.
Shout out to Robbie. Yo, I know you're gonna be Robbie. He's at Robbie's house. What up, Robbie? Drink one for me, motherfucker.
I know when
your brother DeeTer better save you some fucking Treehouse, Rob. That dick. He's gonna drink them all. He's gonna drink them all. You better get him, Rob, before he finishes them. What are you gonna take, DeeTer? Honestly, be honest with me, DeeTer. It's just me and you. Nobody's watching. How many of them beers you gonna take down? Out of the 12, you're gonna take like 7 of them, ain't you?
I'm gonna take a couple of rounds. I'm not gonna take all. You know what I mean? Like I bought some other good stuff locally. I got a substitute. You know what I mean? Substitute, a little other half.
I do know what you mean. I'm the same way with my beers.
But I have to save a few for Scotty. You know what I mean? I got to make that Black Stack trade. Love Black Stack Brewery, man. That's
you do, man. You get them beers all the time, dude. That dude must send you a lot of fucking beers, dude.
He does, and I send him a lot of beers back.
No, I hear you. He's a good dude, man. They're fucking cool peeps in the craft beer world. We're all one big fraternity. We're all going to look out for each other. We might all be persnickety, but guess what? When it comes to other cliques, we're all going to take each other's back. So, craft beer world, shout the fuck out, yo.
Yeah, Scotty drinks some good
He does. I see him on Untapped. I follow Scotty on Untapped.
Yeah.
That dude fucking drinks good shit. Listen, respect. Talent, recognize talent. You know what I mean? Okay. Nothing gets by me in that world.
It's like a pack, man. It's like once you get somebody in, it's like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's like
dude, you become in a sense a former brothers, dude.
Right. And it's nice to see them like do well. You're like, oh wow.
Word up, cuz.
Really good.
There's times I'll see on Untapped, I'll look and I'll go like this. I'll even nod to my phone, like, well done, dude. You know what I mean? Like fucking nice fucking get, dude.
Yeah. When my brother picks up something that's a little off brand, it's like,
do you break his chops?
Dude, I'm so
do you school him in beer, dude? Are you like his like in Star Wars, like a fucking
Jedi master,
like a Padawan?
A little bit, I have to say, yeah.
Robbie, where was Robbie? Tell me when you got what was Robbie drinking? Keystones all the time or something? Then you got him in hey, try this IPA.
When I see him picking up like stuff like Timber Ales,
nice, or then he gets it.
Yeah, he gets it, dude. Or nice. What's the Torque Wrench, all that series.
Oh, man. Like Industrial Arts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, dude, I'm like, okay, he's good on his own.
Does he drink the Abominations?
Yeah, he loves the Abominations too, man. And I'm going to say that beer I had last week, man, that Clown Fog, phenomenal, dude. I'm really liking the heavy real stuff that they're putting out, and that collaboration with Abomination. Say that 10 times fast. That was really good, man. That was really good.
I've heard that. I did, and think about it. I mean, Abomination and Clown Fog, that's two of the greats on the, not just,
Drowning Clown.
Two of the greats on the East Coast.
Clown. Yeah.
Drowning Clown. What was do you remember what the hop base was on that?
Shit, I couldn't tell you, dude.
No, it's all right. I don't, it's not a big deal.
I love the can art. The can art was so cool.
Pretty dope. Did you save it?
Yeah.
Nice.
The whole clown series on the label, but it was awesome beer, man. I gave one to Al and my boss Tony, so I want to see what they think of it.
Shout out to Al and Tony, two of the coolest motherfuckers in the craft beer world you're ever going to meet.
Yeah, we've done some good drinking, man, with everybody.
Listen, nice. That's what we do. We drink. You know what I always think? Real quick, I was saying to somebody the other day. I know we're getting ready to get off and quick side spin.
It's fun. It's like, we're all gonna have a few more of the Eagles show, so let's do it up.
Well, I know, but listen, we're gonna get so big that our show is gonna go on forever. It's gonna be like the best WIP show ever. But I forgot. Okay, what I was gonna say, we were talking about craft beer. Do you remember the scene in Pulp Fiction where they come to Tarantino's house and you remember Samuel drinks a cup of coffee? Yeah. He's like, man, that's some gourmet shit. He's like, I drink the good shit because I like the good shit, man. So I buy the good shit. I always feel like Tarantino in that scene, dude. Yeah. Like, feel like, well, where do you get this really good beer? Or did it cost you money? Like, not you. I mean, you're me, you, Al, Tony. We're all the. But they're like, and I'm like, I drink the good shit because I like the good shit.
You could buy a steak at Walmart, or you could go to the butcher. You know what I mean? Right. What are your preferences?
Listen, do you want gas station sushi, or do you want to get the fucking the real shit, man?
Man.
This was a great one of the great ones.
Yeah, awesome show, man.
Oh, close this show out with the fucking rightness. I'm sitting down here in my cold ass fucking garage. Hey, just America. I go to work in the elements. They're like, oh, hold the game off. There's thunder, there's snow, there's rain, there's lightning. Nope, I'll come to work and do the podcast. Any weather.
Rain, sleet or snow, buddy. You're in it.
What are you drinking now?
Oh, I'm still on the crayons, dude. This is a big beer.
Well, real quick, I know we don't have much longer, and we got to do our picks, but I want to do Rick's trip to the fridge. By the way, I did that earlier. I didn't say nothing when Lee was on, and I almost tripped. I stepped on I think it was the fucking weed whacker, and I almost tripped. I don't know if you caught the stage, but I'm like, oh, America's going to see this shit, and I caught myself, last second before falling. I'm like, nice. That's old school style right there. That's a kid that grew up in the 90s. DeeTer, you did too. We don't fuck around. You don't listen. Our generation, Gen X, is the fucking.
Well, I was
one.
I was around your stomping grounds. It was the
Nice.
last week for Spartans wrestling conference,
Yeah.
and it was in Oak Valley.
Oh,
And-
dude, the OV.
Yeah,
Shit.
and it was like supposedly like some catering place, but it was like it's right next to the fire hall.
Yes,
So
I know what you're talking about. Do you? Yeah. You remember
like,
Uncle Man? You remember Uncle Man? What?
It was definitely something.
The OV.
Strange,
Shout out to
man.
the Oak Valley. Yo, if anybody's watching, I don't know if any of my old OV crew is watching. Yo, you know, if you grew up in our town and in the D town, if you were from Oak Valley, you knew that motherfucker could throw. One way or the different. You ain't beating up no Oak Valley kids.
But it was a good time. I'm glad I went there.
Nice.
Yeah, I met some neat people that coach Warren and everything. I mean, it was
Warren's
pretty cool.
a good, great dude. That's, for me and you, that's one of our, brothers from another mother.
Yeah.
Shout out to Warren. Love that kid. That's my boy. And you too, Deet.
Well, I was surprised.
We all
like,
knew each other since we're fucking knee high on a tall dog. So
right. We went in there and it's like, beef and beer, you can drink whatever.
yeah,
And it's like Coors Light. I'm like, all right, well, I have to do what I gotta do, And I'm sitting at the table with Warren, and next thing you know, like all the coaches are sitting by Warren and me, and we're all talking about our heyday and when we used to wrestle and stuff like that.
nice.
It's really cool. I was so glad I went, man. It was a lot of fun.
Well, shout out to fucking Warren, the GC wrestling crew. DeeTer, was good rapping with you as always, but I got to go take a motherfucking pill. Just kidding. Yo, I'll never get in political office now. Great job, DeeTer. All right.
Awesome
great
show,
big
brother.
kid.
All right. See you, buddy.
Much love, yo.